Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from New Era Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
No, check. Patriot!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st down, Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017, and I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that.
Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And there's the first NFL catch for the Maryland man, DJ Moore. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete here. Tre'Davious White, a member of the all-rookie team a year ago, there to knock it away. These two teams met in Week 2 last year, and it was all field goals, 9-3. The Panthers getting the victory. They would hold off a late Bills drive in the final seconds of the win. To throw on second down is Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Third and long. It's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be fourth down. Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
They'll start the drive with a carry from McCoy. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On second down, here's Allen. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back big plays right there, and the Bills have another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting into the...
Allen hit. He lost the football, and the Panthers have recovered.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton flush to his right. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devin Funchess, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be Touchback is at Sales over the inline. And now out come the Bills. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And an alley run. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jared Norris. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Looking for his tight end Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Trying to get it to Clay that time. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw on 3rd down. Gilbert. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, 42 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes our score 17-0. Quan Bray now to return this football. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Leopard!
Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes. For 24 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. McCarron on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now McCarron throwing on 2nd. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
On 1st down, McCarron. Caught on the right side by Jones. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go.
Travaris Cadet, his first carry. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Another run. This time it's Ivory. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Working from the gun here, McCarron. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They start the drive with Anderson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Detroit!
To throw from his end zone, Gilbert. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing on 1st down, Gilbert. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Off the play fake. Gilbert. On the crossing route, complete. That's right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Detroit! Here we go now.
Off play action. Gilbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tanner Vallejo leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt when a few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Gilbert. He gets it to Thomas. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Gilbert going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake. Gilbert dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's the timeout, as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Godot's kick is right through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Leopard!
McCarron, a final shot before the half. Being chased out left. Looking downfield for Joe. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. Gilbert, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he's able to track him down.
To throw on 2nd down. Gilbert. That's caught right side by Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage. And
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's McCarron to throw. A dump off for Ivory. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Ivory. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing them.
Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gilbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive. But this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen will try again on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dontari Poe able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Allen now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Allen going to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Artis Payne. And he'll scratch out.
And they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go! 3-19!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead now, they're not close to the first down.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On play action, Allen. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now he'll double underneath to his running back, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Deshaun Hall able to drop him for a loss of 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of... And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills cut into that lead.
And how about that for Josh Allen? His first touchdown pass in the NFL. He had plenty of success while at the University of Wyoming. But when you throw your first touchdown in the league, that's what you've been dreaming of since you were a small child.
One to cherish forever. You talk about his success. He had 44 touchdown passes in his 2 seasons at Wyoming. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They run again on first down. Anderson. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Here we go now. 3-19.
10th carry now for Anderson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Detroit! Now let's go!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Play action, they'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Lucky 56.
Here is Anderson on third and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a fourth and goal.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gano's kick is right through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
On the return, here's Bray. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Leopard! Detroit!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
On first down, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Jameis Winston. A single touchdown pass to this point in that one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Leopard! Leopard!
Following the penalty, it's Ivory. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks